All right, so I'm having still a pretty bad week with no clothes. I got 10 days. What's it? The second, the third. I got 7 days. Friday, 7 days to get any kind of cash. Big enough because I have to be. I'm thrown out of my storage unit, public, because I fell asleep there one night and they found out. And so now, but I can't get into the storage unit because they won't let me in, right? Until I'm ready to leave to get out. So now I can't get anything I have in there. I have like, two pair of pants and two shirts that I'm like I've been wearing like for a week now, and I have to go wash it, and I don't really have any money to do that right now. But the big thing, I've been focusing on plant medicine and plant medicine that have helped us, like, and how like they've been made illegal, mostly because of the alcohol, tobacco, firearm, and pharmaceutical companies that wanted them, illegal, made illegal, for their own reasons, And it's just, the fact that all those people sitting in cages right now for plant medicine. One day will be released, I guess. I'm assuming because if they did it to marijuana, that eventually, but they're doing it like one at a time, chip. So, all those poor people sitting in cages right now, they shouldn't be in cages. If you were one of those people in cages, you would feel really bad about it, because you really didn't do anything wrong. I mean, it's a plant coming out of the ground. There's a shamanic and form of extracting it to a concentrate, the alkaloids and the active components of it, and then you smoke it. It's less than eating it and doing other things with it. But something keeps on coming in my mind now, and I'm getting I've been doing shrooms here and there from my mates growing, and they bring me back to past, to my this physical past, and there's something that keeps on ringing, like three things that happened, right, that kind of like intertwine with each other, and somehow come up with maybe a clue to where I'm from originally, because I don't believe I'm from Italy. I don't believe I'm from these people. I don't think I'm I don't have anything in common. Right now they've left me fucking to dry, hanging to dry, out to dry, whatever they go, and they've turned their backs on me. So family, no, I'm sure they're not. But there's three things that they come to mind, and I've said, I think there's two of them, and the third one is kind of like, I don't even know if I should say it, but you know what, I am going to say it, because you know what, fuck it. At this point, I can't, and what I did here, and the third one is I don't think I've ever did it again, but I did it at a young age, for some reason. I'm trying to come up with that reason, because seeing it, and now I'm trying to get it intertwined with the other two things that happened. That kind of like, first thing was at one age, at a certain age, maybe 7. They promised to take me to like a carnival or something. Instead, they took me to a doctor, and I sat in that chair, and the doctor put some local anesthesia on my throat, and opened my throat, and put these tongs in my throat, right, to pull something out. Right? I'm not sure what happened, because I passed out out of fear, and that was a nightmare for a long time for me. But I remember the guy, and it was supposed to be. I remember they said to me, "Oh no, we're gonna go to a carnival." And it's funny. Oh yeah, I'm going to carnival. I'm like a dog. All of a sudden you're taken to the pound instead of to the park. And that's kind of what happened to me. But I remember the prongs and him either trying to pull something out or put something in. I don't know what it is, man. But that's a very significant thing, because I still don't have an explanation of what that is. I had my tonsils, so it wasn't removing my tonsils, that's for sure. And what else? But it went really deep down my throat, and they look like almost like salad thongs, or like ice cream thongs or something. You know what I mean? They're something happened, and I blacked out. So I don't remember anything after that. The second one was very interesting as well. The second one had to do with the fact that I don't know if I can say it. But this one I already said, so it doesn't. It's the third one that's a little weird. All right, let me see. I mean, there's more things, but these specifically 3 things. I had at the age of 8, they gave me a circumcision. I guess I wasn't circumcised before that. I was a baby, and they don't do that in Italy, I suppose. I guess also if I was like bastard child or something, born in somebody's living room or something. But I remember having circumcision at the age of 8. I remember being in the hospital afterwards and my penis being wrapped up and it hurt. It hurt a lot, and it was in pain. It was bloody. It was. And it's kind of funny because these people really. I don't remember what the penis with the foreskin looked like. I don't remember. I always remember it looking like this. I don't remember it being. I remember being on the floor in the bathroom in agonizing pain. Like I guess that's what a urinary tract infection does, right? But I don't remember. And then nobody ever told me how to clean it, to use it. And I don't even remember it being how it was there. It's kind of weird. And that goes along with everything else that really happened in my childhood with these people. I had 3 sisters. 2 sisters and a mother, 3 women, right, who raised me. 3 women, right? My brother was there here and now. He really was. And once in a while, he'll poke his head in and act like the father figure that my mom wanted him to be. But he wasn't really like that. He wasn't there much. But my 2 sisters, they were like, my 2 sisters and my mom, they were like they're fucking surrounding me like vultures. You know what I mean? Basically, I was like, I'm sure that was like the little doll, makeup, dress up doll, with my sisters when I was younger, and then as I get older, I became like this kid that just, was there. Now, again, the whole thing of going through puberty was quite a nerve-wracking thing for me because I didn't have my father was there for until the age of 5. I don't remember him before the age. I don't remember him at all before me seeing him later on in Italy. I don't really know the man. I never was raised with a father. And the thing of it is, 3 women raising me. It's very interesting. Now, this last thing I'm going to say. So that was the thing, because they didn't know, they had no idea what puberty was for male. They had no way to tell me. I'm like, oh, what do I do with this? It's like, Tony, tell him, you tell him. It's like, and my brother's like, yeah, just like, use a pillow and then, just turn it over and go to sleep with that. Okay. What about these that hurt? And what about nothing? All the puberty stuff, everything about sex, everything about like relationships, I had to get on my own from either my friends, TV, a porno tape that we snuck through one oh, we got play. All my friends were like fucking piles off on each other, like, put me out of the way. One of these old like fucking like box TVs, one of these old box TVs and shit, wood covered, Just go, wow, that's weird, man. Oh wow, she looks like she likes that, kind of shit. That's about it, So then the third thing. This is the really weird one, and I hate saying it. And I know this is gonna be a butter of because I know the people, the whole penis thing was a big fucking like I'm sure laugh at. Kind of you got a circumcision, so you got a smaller penis because of it. It stunted his growth. Yeah, I think it did. I guess I don't know. Nobody ever complained to me about the woman I was with. I mean, but I guess they, they weren't with, I don't have no idea. Or they were just being nice. I don't know, whatever. But now, this one, I didn't remember at all until it's actually either a couple of days ago when I first, and I relived it again today, and it was like, shit, I fucking did that. Why the fuck? I'm trying to think, why the fuck would I do that? My sisters and my mom used to go out shopping, go together or whatever, car or walk or whatever. They were gone for a while. And I got this big urge to go into my sister's stuff and find a pair of stockings and put them on. I'm not sure if I put her underwear too, but I might have, but definitely the stockings. And then I put the high heels on to walk with them to see how it feels. It was weird. It was. I never did it again. I don't think I ever had an inclination. But I guess watching them growing up and getting dressed like in the same room as me, and watching them getting dressed and leaving and putting all that stuff, maybe on top of me going through puberty, maybe made me feel like, wow, And it was about 8, 9 years old, I think. It's like, I guess I don't know what made me do that. I'm not sure what made me do that. Other than what I just said. Now, these three things together, they kind of like lean towards something that keeps on coming to me as a probability. And it's like, if this has got to be the problem, if this is the one it is, then okay, I'll accept it, man. It's like, it's not the best one I can imagine, but if it is, then it maybe explains more of the shit that's been happening to me in my life. Again, something either being pulled out, right, or put into my throat area, deep in my throat area, right? Circumcision at the end of 8, I don't remember what I had before that. I swear to fucking God, man, I don't remember what I had before that. I just remember seeing my penis in a bandage then, right? Wrapped up in a bandage for like a week. I was in the hospital walking around with a fucking bandage, and days, change it every like 2 days. And the third one. So I think I wore the stockings, the high heels, and maybe the bra I put on. I'm not sure about the bra now, but definitely stockings. The stockings on my body kind of would feel really. I guess it was the start of my sexuality when I started feeling like it, and it was like almost I was like rubbing into a woman. I guess I don't know, maybe I just wanted to see what it feels like to wear those things, man. And to feel, again, I never did it again. I never said to my mom, I want to dress as a woman. It's like I never did that. But I did that in complete, like hush. When they weren't there, it's like nobody saw me doing this. I didn't have a videotape back then to videotape anything. And it was strange. But again, you can imagine what the thing I'm talking about might be. In this really weird, wacky fucking world that I'm living in right now. Like I said, these people are not my family, man. I guarantee you, they're not my immediate family. They're not my blood. I could feel it in my bones now. Like, I didn't feel it, but as I got older, I guess, no, these people are not my blood, man. And that's why they're not helping me, Well, if you accept me being your blood, then, you're blah, 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 whatever. But I do want to know what the fuck, those three things, man, and what the fuck the rest of my childhood was, and where the fuck I came from. Because I see pictures. I posted some pictures. I might put them as pictures as a cover photo to this video. There's several pictures. You look at that, they all look like a different boy. Even though they're different ages, yeah, okay, but like how do I go from curly hair to that cut, and all of a sudden I have a bowl cut? Ooh, it goes away. Yeah. So you got this whole thing that nothing really made sense growing up. And I asked my sister, no, you're just crazy, okay? You need to help, right? And don't come on, me, I love you. Don't you remember when I put you on my shoulders and we went to the movies? I said, yeah, you keep on recounting that one time, man. Was that the first time? It was the time you kidnapped me? my real family, brought me over, maybe from Mexico, from Canada or something, and then brought me over and gave me to your to your sisters and your mom, because she lost a child at the age of 2.5, you know, like a few years back. That kind of resembled me, maybe. I mean, in a sick like the Dinar Kuntz, kind of like, was I really a girl, and you paid to make me into a boy or something? Was that one of the first transvestite fucking experiments? I mean, come on. That I remember. Right? Then I remember, when do men get urinary tract infections? And you know, like, oh, okay. Well, I better take this off before they come back. So, I mean, you know, I'll never know, because, you know, my family is the kind of people, no, it's better off we don't tell him, you know, it's better off if you just go to his grave not knowing the truth. Yeah. No, that's not true, man. I prefer knowing the truth and exactly what happened, so that I can determine which timeline I'm on right now, and maybe that helps save you guys. Or I could just like split. God, we missed it. Sorry, we're on this one. It wasn't on this one. So yeah, my creepy childhood. So many other things happened that just didn't make sense. This is why I'm pretty sure I'm from something else, from somewhere else, from someone else. Ouch! Get it out, man. Wind's blowing. Too bad I don't have a car to get it to, or. Ooh.